Good morning. Welcome to another exciting episode of PI Today. I'm your host, Dr. Nicholas Loloee. And as usual, we bring you the best of the best. Today, we're going to shift a little bit of topics outside of the physician world, but also a very important product or services in personal injury. I have a pleasure of meeting a very wonderful lady who is here today, who's going to talk to us about the ins and outs of client funding, which means that if attorneys need, for their clients, they need funding while their case is going, her company allows them to take a cash advance till their case settles. Without further ado, I want to introduce Miss Toni Hipolito from TraumaCash. Toni, welcome to PI Today.
Hello, guys. It's such a pleasure to be here and such an honor to be interviewed by Dr. Nick and share knowledge about how is cash advances or plaintiff funding is being useful to personal injury clients and law firms.
Wonderful. So, Toni, how long have you been in the? Tell us about yourself. Tell us about your schooling. Tell us about how long you've been in this field. About your expertise and what this field is all about.
I moved here from the Philippines 8 years ago, and my first job in America is luckily to be in the PI, which I learned to love. So my background before in the Philippines, which is a broadcaster, where I developed the ability to have strong connections to people, communicate effectively, and also build trust, which is actually a skill to every industry, as you know, Dr. Nick. And also transitioning from those background to the funding business, I brought all these unique experiences so that I could be effectively work in the personal injury business and also build relationships as well as build strong rapport and also see a very good operations which would also align with what our clients need. So all of that is actually important in building a strong business. And also I actually took my MBA and PhD in business. So this will also help me develop to be outside there. And since I have an experience with how funding industry works, I could put it out there and bring and leverage, innovate our company out there.
Okay. Well, that's impressive. So, your schooling helps you kind of bring all these natural abilities that you have. And you stated that you're getting your PhD in business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's impressive. I don't think I've met anybody with a PhD in business. MBAs I've met, but not a PhD. So that's a very good accomplishment. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nick. I really want to use this ability to be a good person and have a good intention in putting funding out there because for me, we are a bespoke company, and what we do has always personal touch. That's how we are different in how we do our funding because we do it and it's customized how a law firm and how they want to treat and also handle their clients.
Well, that's impressive. So you are getting a PhD in business. Is that correct?
Yes, Dr. Nick. I'm actually about to do my exit exam, and I'm gonna be finally a PhD holder on it, though,
Wow.
which I'm very proud of because
Wow. Dr. Toni. We cannot wait for that. You should have got, yeah, I should have introduced you as that. And that's great. I have not met too many people with PhDs in business. MBAs I've met a lot, but that's another testament of your background and your knowledge in the world of finance and business. Now, the name TraumaCash, that's a very unique name. It's not a banking name. There's a lot of companies out there that sound some sort of financial institution. Um, why the name TraumaCash?
yes, TraumaCash is a very strong name. It's actually clear and memorable because it already speaks for itself. We're dealing with mental physical, and also financial trauma when clients get into an accident and dealing with financial stress, getting ready to recover. Um, they're very stressed with their living expenses while they're treating, they have medical bills. That's when we come in because we help these people and be an aid and help them meet both ends so that they could continually treat and do not settle prematurely while they're waiting for a legal settlement or a verdict.
All right, so let me get this straight. So you guys are pretty much like a bridge loan while these people are waiting for the settlement, so their financial stress is alleviated or become less while the case continues in litigation or pre-lit. Is that
Mhm.
correct?
Yes, we actually fund pre, mid, and post settlement cash advances for personal injury cases. We specialize in plaintiff funding while clients are waiting for their. When clients know that they have an access to a financial aid like this, they could go to their treatments, take care of their physical and mental trauma because they know that there is a company, which is TraumaCash, that will help them meet both ends.
Now, what's the difference between I've been in the field for a very long time. So, what's the difference between your company, TraumaCash, and these other companies that are out there? What sets you guys apart?
Well, I would say personally, since I've been in the industry for a while, I treat every client as a VIP because every one of them is important to me. I treat them equally no matter what, if the case, if soft tissue or severe injury cases. I do personal touch with every case, makes the client feel important and do the processing as fast as I can. Even though we have a team at the backhand who takes care of it. I make sure that I know every case that comes and what is the client need really. And also, we are putting TraumaCash. We are the first tech innovative system. Clients has an access to the system and also lawyers for them to be able to monitor all of the cases that they have with us.
Okay, so you guys have a tech platform. Well, that's really interesting. A lot of companies are not tech savvy. That's amazing. The client can request funding, and the attorneys can track the interest and the payouts and all that stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, Dr. Nick, that's one of the best thing that you have when you work with Trauma Cash because everything is actually on your fingertips. You don't have to be bothered what's going on with this case, what's going on with this client advance when you submit it with us because you have an access through it, which is called an attorney portal.
Well, okay, you have an attorney pool. That's amazing.
Yeah, so we have a very competitive rate. Our process is very fast and easy. A client, a law firm should just pass on the case, and we have great underwriters who could review it for us. So, to make everything easy, we only need a few things. And I know that rates is one of the issues or what makes you hesitant to send a client to a funding company like us. But I'm telling you already, we're willing to work on and also we are very, very competitive with the rates. I know a lot of companies is actually a loan shark. That's why I know being in the industry for a while, that's one of the things that I really work on because I want to fight for our clients and also I wanted it to be fair for everyone. And I want them to not worry about paying us back about the interest rates. That's why we made a very competitive rates and system that would also give them a peace of mind when they have it with us.
And your funding is non-recourse, correct? That if the case goes bad, you guys don't collect.
Yes, so that's another thing that you don't have to worry about. Keep in mind that it's non recourse. That means if a case lose, a client or a law firm doesn't have a responsibility or obligation to pay us back.
Correct. And again, there's hundreds of these companies. What do you think that I want to end with that sets you truly apart from these companies that are out there today in California? What do you think sets you apart?
So I'm telling you personally, what sets us apart is we are very ethical. So our funding company is working on morals and principles, and we are ethical in the sense that we give the power and the decision always at the end with our law firms and attorneys that we work with, because they want us, we want them to trust us, and also in return, they want to trust us. So I don't want that to be a problem at the end. So we want to make sure we're ethical, that they could trust us, that they could be loyal to us, and we're building a partnership. I don't like one case from law firm and then it will already end, because for me, it's actually partnership that we're building with in helping these clients. We want to help and be an aid to personal injury lawyers that also want to help people out there who are suffering from trauma.
That's great. Well, Toni, thank you for being on our show. We love to see you more, and we'll have you again on our show again. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. So, to the law firms out there, if you need any client funding, let's get them funded today. Have a good day.
Thank you for joining us at PI Today, another exciting episode we just did. And tune in next time for another exciting guest. Take care.